Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Show Reviews, where we review Tubi movies, all kinds of movies, reality TV shows, YouTube, anything that I can find, get my eyeballs on, I'll review it for you. Today, I happen to get my eyeballs on this Can't Have It All Tubi movie, and when I tell you the rating on IMDb, you're gonna be surprised because I was surprised. It's actually rating a 6.7 stars, and it's only crazy because y'all a Tubi movie. We all know Tubi. Some Tubi movies be a little, yeah, okay. The acting be terrible, the production be terrible, but this was a really good movie. It's a drama, a mystery thriller. It's a drama mystery thriller, right? Ha 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 ha. Now let's get straight into the point. The main character's name is Ari. She's a celebrity stylist who ends up linking up with this newscaster. I think is what he is, like a sports newscaster or something like that. His name is Darnell. She is supposed to be styling him. One day she just One day she just said, fuck it. After they went to lunch, he offered her to go to lunch. She said, I don't think that's a good idea. And then she still went anyway, right? Yeah, that's what she did. And the next day, she's like, well, hey, listen, I've been enjoying the time that we spend together. I want you to be my man. And he was like, well, don't you got a man? And she's like, yeah, that don't really matter. I want the both of y'all to be my man. And I know what you're thinking. Girl, what did you say? But no, she said that. She said, I want the both of y'all to date me at the same time. And at first he was like, girl, what the what? What? But then he was like, all right, cool. If he with it, then I'm with it. Okay, right? Whatever. So then she takes her boyfriend, all in the same day, y'all. She takes her boyfriend to his favorite restaurant. Mind you, her boyfriend is a broke boy. And we're just going to say it just like that, a broke boy. He's a social media influencer who fell off. So he's in the process of working with his cousin, D Stacks or D Cash. But remember that name because it's important for later. He's working with his cousin manager, D Stacks or D whatever, but D is his name. Working with him to get back on top of the social media thing. It's not working, so he is living off his girlfriend. Quite literally. She's working, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's providing, she's doing every fucking thing. Every time she come home, did you bring something home to eat? Did you bring something to eat? Sir, are you not sitting in here with the whole goddamn house? You better go cook. What you talk about? And then she literally hands over her debit card. Ugh. No, 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 no. No, I've done that once in my life. I will never do that shit ever again in my life. But yeah, he's a broke boy, right? So she takes him to his favorite restaurant, butters him up, and then she hits him with the Club Howie, do you know what a polyamorous relationship is? And he's like, girl, what are you talking about? He freaks out for a second because what does she do? She brings Darnell to the lunch. When I saw that, I said, girl, ooh, you is skating and walking on thin ice because not you was brave enough to bring him here to convince him to be in this poly relationship with you is crazy. But eventually, Todd had a fucking mental breakdown, went outside, came back in, and agreed. He really had no choice but to agree because he was living off his girlfriend. Like I said, cooking, cleaning, providing. She was the man in the relationship. If she were to break up with him, he would have nothing, nowhere to go, nowhere to be, no nothing. So he really didn't have a choice. His hand was forced, quite literally. So it ended up happening. The agreement was Todd. The agreement was Darnell lives at their house for 3 days, and then he goes back to his house and does whatever he does for 4 days, right? Whatever. Cool. So that seemed to work out. Boom. Her birthday comes around. Mind you, they go on dates together. Like all three of them. I thought that was kind of weird. I'm sorry. If I was a man, I couldn't because who paying for this? And am I paying for all three of us? Are we all paying separately? And then like I said, Todd's a broke boy, so who paying for Todd? So she's paying. So this is how it had to have worked, right? This right here, this man right here, That is Darnell. So I would assume that Darnell was paying for her and she was paying for Todd. That is some no thank you. No thank you. What the hell? That is some very broke boy behavior. And then the fact that he was just there being a broke boy was making me upset. But boom, right? So her birthday comes around and her friend convinced her to convince them to pretty much have a threesome. And again, Todd was like, girl, what the fuck? But then still ended up doing it, right? Blah, 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 blah. That happened. Boom. So, the next morning, Todd, like a broke boy does, gets up, makes breakfast, boom. And then, it's time to exchange gifts. Todd gives this girl a framed picture. It's a thought that counts, but this at this point, the thought didn't really give a damn. The thought didn't count. He gives her a framed picture of their first, like, of them on their first date. Cute. We're not 16. What the fuck? What does Darnell give her? A brand new something Cadillac truck or something. I don't know. But he got her a brand new car. Pretty much the car she'd been looking for. He got her a brand new car. Todd then gets upset and he's like, "But what the fuck? Like, you should have consulted with me before you bought that." And Darnell's like, "What are you talking about? My money, my woman. What is you talking about, boy?" And I mean, he got a point because Todd, you ain't got no money. Todd, you are literally sitting at home on the couch while we go out and work every day, and you just sit here. What? What? So then what does Todd do in turn? In turn, Todd attacks Todd and his cousin D Cash or whatever, attacks the man. They attack the man in the day of night. They attack the man in the middle of the night. And as they're attacking the man, they tell him, like, leave her alone. So then boom, he ends up in the hospital. Darnell ends up in the hospital. She goes to see him. Darnell tells her, like, hey, I'm no longer in love with you. I don't want to do this no more. Nah. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, you love me. I know you love me. And he's like, nah, I can't love you. Like, we're done. So then what does she do? She go home crying to this man. Todd's like, bro, he left me. Girl, first of all, no self-respected man is gonna let you come in here crying about another man. Girl, get out of here with that shit. Okay? So Todd eventually goes crazy. Todd eventually goes crazy and he tries to he chokes her because she tries to leave. He then tries to unalive the both of them, but ends up only unaliving. He actually ends up just unaliving himself. Yeah, he ends up unaliving himself because he said, "Well, you got to choose me or him," kind of thing. And she said, "Well, I picked Darnell." So he pow himself in the middle of the house, right? So then she ends up pregnant, and we would assume that it's Darnell's. It's not, because then Cash comes back to unalive Darnell because I told you to stay away from her, did I not? And he was about to unalive Ari, but Ari then said, "Stop, wait, please. It's Todd's baby." So then he said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna always have your back. This is Todd's baby. I'm gonna let you stay alive." So then she ends up making it out alive. Y'all, this movie was crazy. Would I watch it again? Absolutely. What do I rate it? 10 out of 10. This was a great movie. Like, the acting was great, the settings, the production, all of it was great. It was actually like watching a real movie. Like, if this was like a Lifetime or like a BET movie, this was a great movie. Make sure you go watch it. It's on Tubi. It's called Can't Have It All. Get your hands on it because it's a good movie.